Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. How's it going? How are you doing? I hope everyone had a great Christmas. And gee, the day after kind of seemed to sort of fall apart for a lot of us here in the mid Michigan and points north area. Wow, what a weird day or so we had. Ice storm yesterday in mid Michigan. I know there's parts of Clare. If you're watching us from Clare this morning, you're probably not because still big swaths of power out in the Clare area and a few popping around here in Midland as well. But not a terrible ice storm by any means, but definitely an ice storm, and it was bad enough to keep us closed yesterday. And I do apologize for that, but that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. You just gotta have to take it as it is. And we had enough ice on the vehicles and on the roads, and it would have been a nightmare trying to keep the walks and parking lot safe here. So we just made the call that, you know what, let's take an extra day off. I kind of needed it, but I do apologize again, but hopefully you guys had a good day and you understand as well that we did need to close yesterday. Even though it got a little better in the afternoon, it didn't really get a little better because there were still power outages and accidents happening well into the evening hours, according to some of the scanner stuff that we watch. So I'll tell you what, it's been a crazy week here, what with Christmas, but let's take the good on side of things and hope that you guys did enjoy your Christmas. We had a nice one. Spent some time with family as well. I'm getting a little red light, so if something goes, that's par for the course. If something goes wrong with the stream now, let me know because that's the way it's working here. I'm getting kind of a little warning signal. Anyhow, we had a good one. It's just Kim and I. We texted and FaceTimed with the kids here and there, but hopefully we're going to get some more family time, weather dependent, because as this is Michigan and we have a single day off. It was a nice Christmas, then the ice storm. Now we've got today, Saturday, and I think we're getting another ice storm coming in on Sunday, followed by a cyclone bomb is what the weather folks call it. It's a big Arctic blast coming down from Canada. Thanks, eh? And it's going to hit us and the entire state northward on points on Sunday into Monday. So we're closed on Monday. We'll cover our hours here in a couple seconds for the remainder of the week after that. Because as always, when Christmas and New Year fall in the midweek like it did this year, I'm all discombobulated. I had to really kind of remind myself that this was Saturday morning. And were I not here speaking with you guys live, you might wonder what day it is of the week as well, because I really didn't have much of a clue. I said, yesterday was Friday. Was I supposed to do a vinyl? I don't know. Oh, the vinyl drop, we're going to hold off on that for a week. We still have a lot of stuff on the shelves. So I'm going to wait and we'll put that vinyl drop out after the first of the year. Lots of reasons. I'll get into that in a minute. But let's say some hellos. There are a lot of you out there this morning, hopefully basking in the glow that was Christmas. And let's get to some of those hellos this morning. Let's see if I can remember how to work this. There we go. All right, Fred, cloudy skies in Grand Rapids. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for being here. Jennifer, good morning. Yep, snowflake, except that's an ice crystal. If I look closely, I see that now. Let's see, Brian, Southern Illinois. Hopefully you guys are doing well down there and it's not as nasty as it is up here. Good morning to you. TKR, TC, greetings from the frozen north. Yeah, you guys got pelted. Does that count as a nor'easter? I'm kind of, yeah, we are live. Call me back, folks. Okay. Does that count as a nor'easter? I'm a little unclear on my East Coast terminology for weather. Dan, good morning. An icy morning to you as well. Gary and Doogie and all the crew, good morning to you. Gerard, good morning. I did have a good Christmas. Hopefully you did as well. Betty in Toledo saying hi. Ryan over in the Bay City side. Hey to you and good morning. Cough Cool 3, good morning. Thank you for being here. Somebody new, hopefully. I was seeing there. Rocky O and happy to you, sir, as well. Tony saying hi from Bay City. The roads out this way asking. Well, they're okay. The roads are clear. The sidewalks, not so much. Did my best out there and we'll see how that goes. But again, we're kind of getting into the thick of it with tomorrow as well. But the roads are good, sidewalks not so. But we'll get those fixed up as well. All right. Cough Cool, that's you guys down there. You got the puzzle. Good to know. Thank you much as well. I'm glad that came in. And late one coming in. I got the live notification. Yep, we are here, and we'll be here today till 4 o'clock And John saying, good morning from Central Illinois. Okay, you guys are chiming in. Good to hear you. Okay, let's talk about the hours very quickly. I've only got a couple minutes. I see some folks are waiting outside already as it is. So let's move on today here. So we're past the first chunk here, and then where it said open for normal business hours, the 26th through the 28th. Well, we all know how that went yesterday. So today, Saturday, the 27th, where it'll be open from coming up here at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. today. And then Sunday, the plan is, as of now, to be open from noon until 4 p.m. But I say the plan now because if we get pounded with another ice storm on Sunday, we're going to kind of play that by ear. So watch our socials. Please watch the socials before you venture out. But the plan for now is to be open on Sunday, our regular hours. So then we'll be closed on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, New Year's Eve. We will be closed. I need a day off after this. New Year's Day, January 1st, closed as well. That is a Thursday. And then after that, coming back for Friday the 2nd, we will be open, and there will be a video drop that day. So barring any unforeseens, that's the plan. We'll stick to it. So we'll be open today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, and then closed until next Friday the 2nd, because I need a couple more days here after all of this. So thank you guys for understanding. One other quick note while I got you here. I know folks kind of lag off after a little bit, but the podcast, our podcast that we do with our good friend Steve Carlson, Two Guys Talking About Records, is still a go. We're going to wrap up our year tomorrow, Sunday evening, with our year-end lists. Steve and I have our best ofs, and we've got some cool categories. You know, obviously there's going to be the best album of the year, best artist that we think, best pickup, but we've got a couple of other cool categories that Steve and I have worked out that we'll put on there too. But here's the bigger thing. If you've not watched and or listened to the podcast yet, I'd encourage you, please do so tomorrow. Steve and I will kick off the podcast with a major announcement. That's called a tease. I'm going to leave that right there. We got something big brewing with the podcast, and we want to share it with you folks, and that'll happen on tomorrow's episode of Two Guys Talking About Records, Sunday evening when it goes up. It's big. It's pretty big. We'll talk about that tomorrow for those of you that do check out our podcast. And if you haven't, please do so. You can find it right here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed, please, as well as wherever else you get your podcasts. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay. Couple of quick things, and we'll say some more good hellos. We did have some shipments. Okay. Oh, I was going to talk schedule for shipments. So here's the deal. The midweek stuff that we have, the holidays falling in midweek, has wreaked havoc on the shipping systems. The UPS, heck, even the post office is having some issues. Don't get me started. So what I have opted to do for the store is I am not going to get a new vinyl shipment until after the start of the new year, simply because we've got some time off. I don't want to mess with stuff getting lost or damaged. So there will be new releases coming out, obviously, on January 2nd, that Friday. We will not have them. I will not have new releases, anything built up, any orders until the following week, which is the 2nd, so the 9th, I think that is. Yes. So January 9th, that Friday, we'll double down on the new releases that week. Yeah, the 9th. And we'll have all of them then. But I am not going to get a shipment this week, obviously, or next week, rather. Sorry, we're into the 31st and 1st. There will be no new vinyl shipment coming into the store on the 2nd, because obviously they're not going to deliver. I'm not going to be here on the Monday or Tuesday after to get it. So we're going to opt to combine all of those for January 9th. And we'll let those of you with orders know when your stuff's here so you can pick it up on the 7th or 8th or whenever we do get it. But the new releases and such won't be here until the 9th. And apologize, but I've been going through some issues, let's just say, with some of the major shippers, including the government-run one. So don't get me started on that. So we'll have all those new releases. Just kind of bear with us. We'll be back up and running as normal by the 9th, and we'll get it going. Okay, a couple of things that did make it in straggle-wise that are out on the shelves. A bunch more stuff, too, but new releases of note. We got this brand new one from Lettuce. It's called Cook. I've got the clear vinyl version. If you dig funk, this stuff is funky. It's great stuff, mostly instrumental, not all instrumental, but mostly instrumental. And it's very cool stuff. Double LP. This is on Coke Bottle Clear Vinyl. And it includes an insert with recipes from the band members. Not one of these has been open for quality control purposes, by the way, but I've not tried the recipes yet. That's a week off thing. Another one that made it in late, and I've got more of these coming. Another version of Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. This is the import Yellow Flame vinyl version. I've not opened one of these up. I've got a limited number. We're going to move them out first before I get around to opening that. But exclusive on Flame Yellow Vintage Vinyl. But since it's an import, it's a little pricier. It comes in at like $48, $9. I've got them in the store for $45. I think I've got 2 of these left with more coming next week. Then we still do have 1 copy of the 3LP Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here and the big box set of Wish You Were Here. So that is where we are. Let me look at my time. I think we're good. We can go back to the YouTube side and get a few more comments in here. As always, I forget to mention too, you guys, I really do appreciate you chiming in every week and listening to my listening to my nonsense kick through here. But let's see, the Vinyl Man, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from from Wales, UK. Wow, I'm glad you love the podcast. Thank you very much. So you're one of those viewers from out there. We track a little bit of that, Steve and I do. So again, make sure you're tuned in tomorrow because it's a big announcement. Lee, good morning to you as well. Rockio, can't wait for the 2 guys. Much appreciated. Good morning, VC from Diesel as well. Ryan chiming in. Yeah, lettuce is awesome. You're the one. Usually it's the other way around, Ryan. I tune you into some music, but you're cueing me in on a few cool things here and there, and lettuce is awesome. I will say that. Let's see. You're live with the Wasteland. Yes, there we go, Carrie. All right, folks. I guess I'm going to wrap up here a little bit talking just about how grateful that we are here at the store to have you folks as part of our Wasteland family. Wastelandians, as you were. This time of year, things get a little too busy, and we tend to not pay too close of attention to the things that we really should be, and that's family, friends, and in this case, all of you folks that make what we do here at the store worthwhile. And again, my extreme graciousness, my thankfulness goes out to each and every one of you, whether you're local and you shop here or whether you support us online by watching the videos, and those of you that order stuff from me that see it in the background and stuff. I am very, very thankful to be here and be able to do this for all of you. You know, I'm not getting rich, but that's not the point of this. I'm doing this because I love records. I love sharing music with folks, and I love doing what we do here. So coming January, the Wasteland will be turning 9 years old. Nothing big planned for the 9th birthday on January 13th, but we'll get it one more year and we'll celebrate 10 in a big old way somehow, some way, shape, or form. So, and that's about that. I don't want to get too mushy, but I am very appreciative of everybody, especially on the channel side of things. You guys do what we do. Now, there's probably not going to be a new release video today. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get to it. I also should mention, too, that the new I should have done this right off at the start. For those of you still hanging around, who is watching, 32 viewers right now. For those of you still watching, our year-end new vinyl clearance starts today. It would have been yesterday, obviously, but we were closed. But I'm going to take some select new vinyl titles that I am sick of looking at here in the store, and I'm going to just slash the price. I'm going to put a new price tag on them and put them in a crate. And that's what they are. You guys can walk out of here with them because I don't want to look at them on the shelves anymore. I want to put some cool stuff in there. So I'm looking at you, Katy Perry, sitting over there. Maybe if I put a space helmet on her, maybe she's smooching with Justin Trudeau going honk, honk. We'll go from there. Okay. All right. The new vinyl clearance to start. I don't think there's going to be a drop in that. Maybe when we get back, I'll put a video out for those of you looking at from out of the area. You can maybe get in on some of this. But for today and tomorrow, the new vinyl clearance will be in store only, and I'm going to mark stuff down. I'm going to mark stuff down like I'm angry at it. How's that? All right. Because I'm not. I'm a happy guy today, but new vinyl, some of it can go. All right, folks, I am going to wrap this up. As I said, I think there's somebody waiting around out there. I saw a pair of ice skates. I think they're putting up a net, and they're playing. It's Wayne and Garth. They're playing hockey in the street. Game on. And we're going to go ahead and get our day going. Come see us if you're local, but please be careful out there. 7116 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. Here from now until 4 p.m. Eastern time today. And then tomorrow, Sunday, ice notwithstanding, but the plan is to be here from 12 noon until 4 p.m. Don't forget, Two Guys Talking About Records, the podcast on Sunday evening. Big news coming up tomorrow on that. All right, folks, have a great week. I'm glad you had a great Christmas. Here's wishing you a very happy and very prosperous new year. And we will talk to you all next week live right here from Radio Wasteland Records. Thanks again for being here.